In this video, traders, we're going to talk about immunizing yourself against trading stress. Stay tuned. Hey traders, warm welcome to you. All right, so perhaps immunity is not really the topic to be talking about in the current conditions, or the right phrase to be using, but we're talking about trading here. We're talking about developing some natural resistance to trading stress. So, number one, set risk rules. So this, we get into a situation where if we have risk rules, we don't have to be stressed about the outcome. What do I mean? So, and again, sticking to the rules is a different topic, and I understand that it's not easier said than done, and we can go down a big rabbit hole with that. But if you say to yourself, hey, I'm risking X amounts per day, X amounts per week, X amounts of dollars per month, you can relax and you can say, hey, the worst case scenario is my account is at X at the end of the month. Am I okay with that? Yeah. Massive weight comes off the shoulders. There's no fear of being down 50% or brutalizing your account. There's just, a natural, hey, you know what? If I lose, I lose. It takes a lot of stress off you. So if you can define those risk parameters and go into the market thinking, you know what? The market's not going to harm me. I'm not going to harm me. I've got my structured risk. Yes, there's a very slim chance of something outlier happening and getting caught. Very, very slim. That's the markets for you. But hey, if that's my maximum risk, I can trade in a more relaxed state. Number two is be structured with your trading day. So this really is creating boundaries between trading and life. Listen, guys. We all love the markets. We're all passionate about the markets. We enjoy the markets. We enjoy trading. We enjoy looking at charts. We enjoy the research. We enjoy the challenge. We enjoy it. We love it. It's just a great business to be in. But, we have to create that structure and say, right, 7 a.m. I'm at the screens, 12 p.m. I'm having a lunch break, 5 p.m. I'm done. Whatever your structure is, a trading day is whatever you're trading, markets you're trading, etc. The point is, the best thing to do is have a cutoff that says, right, 6 p.m., 7 p.m., maybe 10 p.m., whatever time, that's it, done. I'm not thinking about trading, I'm not researching trading, I'm not going over my trades, I'm very, very structured. And that means that when you are in that habit, when you do have challenging times with your trading, you fall back on the habit of saying the screen's going off now. Yes, I'd like to analyze this a bit more. Yes, I'd like to dig in. Yes, I'd like to do it, but it's not going to serve me. Screen's off, go and do something else. The markets will still be here tomorrow. I'm going to come back in X o'clock in the morning and deal with it then. And having that structure and framework for the day takes the stress off, because in your mind, you're saying, well, I'm thinking about it. If it thinks I can't stop thinking about this forever, it's going to be more stressful. Whereas if you say, listen, deal with it now, but at that point, we're going to try and switch off. We're not going to be bombarding ourselves with the pain of the loss or whatever, with the mistakes. We're going to try and unwind. That helps de-stress us. Number three, live a life outside of the markets. This helps massively, guys. I know, same thing. We could just be embedded with the markets 24/7, literally trading during the week, researching at weekends, doing charts, coming back in, living life just fully into the markets. The trouble we have with that, and listen, I'm a big fan of being committed and being obsessed with something to get to the level you want to be. I just am. I think that's the right thing to do. However, there is a point in time where you have to say, if you stake your full identity and worth on your trading, when that's not going so well, that has a double whammy of you feeling really depressed and unhappy with it. Depressed might be too far, but unhappy with the situation and disappointed with the situation. If you've got a life outside of trading, you're doing something else, whatever that may be, whether it's a hobby, whether it's spending time with your family, whether it's doing a father, whether it's been a husband, whether it's been a canoeist, a kayaker, a climber, a runner, a swimmer, anything of these things, could be anything, a chess player. When you start to have that as well, then you feel like, hey, I've done something constructive. I'm doing something well. It becomes less trading stress on you, because everything's on you is trading stress. Now, if you're pushing that to one side and saying, hey, I'm just enjoying, water skiing, or I'm just enjoying swimming, or enjoying spending time with the family, whatever it is, and you're in that moment, that relieves the stress, because what you're doing there is important. It has meaning. And so you don't have the massive thing of the whole meaning of my life is rested on the next trade, which is just doesn't serve you and doesn't help you. And does it reduce the challenge and the impact of trading? perhaps not so much, but it reduces the overall trading stress you've got, and Immunise uses the trading stress. Number 4, take breaks. Big fan of this. I wasn't, and I wish I had been a bit earlier. Big fan of taking breaks, guys. Force breaks on yourself. Say, hey, I'm not going to trade in this week, or I'm going to not trade on this day. And being at peace with the fact that you might miss something, but knowing that actually having the break and letting your mind rest a little bit, relieving some of that stress, means that you'll be able to perform better, and you'll be at a high level quicker when you talk about a time scale. I think if you talk about a trader progressing, someone who has no breaks might be here by year 5. Someone who does put breaks in may well be there at year 5. I'm that passionate about doing that. Number 5, surround yourself with positive people. Just surrounding yourself generally with positive people. If it's not in the trading arena, you're just making sure that you soak in positivity rather than negativity. That can mean like limiting the news stuff, because that's no good. It can mean being a little bit careful about who you're speaking to in your circle, in your social circle, and at certain times, and trying to find people that boost each other up. Even if you're both not traders, like, oh great, you're doing really, really well in your art or your athletics or your work or this. Yeah, I'm really enjoying, great. And just that positive energy helps relieve and dissipate some of that trading stress. It's even better if you can be around traders and they're all positive, and no one's like, oh no, you can't do this, it's impossible to do, and everything I do is wrong. And it's much better when everyone's more positive about it and say, yeah, I made a mistake, I'm going to push through, I'm going to be better, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. Yes, I had a little win here. Yes, I might not be where I want to be yet, but I had a win here, I had a win here. Yeah, it's great, it's going great. That is much better, and it will help relieve some of that stress and some of those challenges that you're dealing with in your mind when it's related to trading specifically. All right, guys, immunise yourself to trading stress. Take care. See you next one. Bye-bye.